Hello and welcome to the Checkpoint Reach podcast. I'm your host, Luke Eldon. Today I'm joined by Sir and once again our special guest, THC. Troy, how are you doing, mate?
I'm doing great, Luke. Thank you guys for having me back. Let's break down this Xbox event.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
We're happy to have you back because obviously you were on last week for our prediction show of the Xbox Series X games showcase. And we got you back on to give your thoughts on the overall event. So we probably shouldn't waste any time and jump right in, boys. Starting with Halo. What did you guys think of Halo's Infinite gameplay then?
Well, I think for me anyway, I don't know about for you two, but this was probably the most disappointing part of the show for me.
Overall?
Yeah, I think this was the most disappointing part. Yeah, I do because
coming hot.
No, I do think it was disappointing because this was the game that everyone was looking forward to before the show. You ask most Xbox fans or any fans really, what game are you looking for most out of the show? It's Halo. So for me, it just didn't show well. The game didn't show very well. It looks dated. It didn't look, to be honest, I mean, it didn't look next gen. It hardly looked this gen, to be honest, a lot of what we saw. So, it was the visuals, obviously, are the main talking point. I'm sure you've seen the memes of Craig the Brute.
The Brute memes. Yeah, that's the one thing where I didn't notice it while watching the actual trailer, but oh my God, the Brute memes are going around. His face looks like flat and untextured. Just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
so overall, I was like, I want to play this game. Yeah. So I can't say it was a disappointment for me. There was a lot of stuff that did look weird, flat textures. Some of like the rock artifacts just looked, I don't know. They didn't quite seem to fit into the environment.
No.
And there was few lighting issues where like characters were just like way too bright, like in the shadows and stuff like that. But overall, the open world gameplay loop, that does look fun for me. Just being able to explore secret areas and there's upgrades and stuff like that. Like that's what I saw on the menu. I was excited for how much is Master Chief going to evolve throughout the game, sort of like Doom or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think to be fair, I think I should probably elaborate on what I said. I think the gameplay looks fine itself. I think it looks like it'll be fun to play. It'll be like, I don't think I'd go through thinking, oh, this is terrible to play, but it's kind of, I don't like saying it because it feels like a point where it's like, well, games are for playing, not for looking at. But at the end of the day, the visuals just put me off so much. I just thought they were so subpar.
I'm really hoping it's not done yet. No,
I hope that's an old build. I really do.
They said that was running on. They said that was running on a PC.
Yeah, so it's not even running on the Series X. So apparently, a lot not. I don't know if there was any game that was running on the Series X at this whole event, which is really strange.
Oh, really?
Apparently, they're all running on PCs. So, which is a common practice, but
for Halo, but
yeah, it is a common practice. Xbox have done this before, where they've run games on PC.
Easier to record on PC.
Yeah, but it's a little bit disappointing. You want to see the Series X footage. I mean, that's what the event's for at the end of the day. But yeah, I think, like you said, I think the gameplay itself, I think I will probably enjoy playing it when I do play it. But I just really hope that visuals are improved because some of the close-ups were bad. There's no getting away from it. They were bad.
I think I'm not as I mentioned on the prediction show, I'm not a massive Halo fan. So when I was sat there watching it, I wasn't really disappointed or interested in a way, really. I was just kind of like, all right. To me, it looked like, they've harkened back to the old style visuals of the Halo franchise. And I saw a bit of a divide online, actually, with some people saying they love it, that they've gone back, it feels retro, like the old Halo, and I saw other people essentially saying what you said sort of about the graphics, it's not good enough for 2020 or whatever. But it looked to me like a Halo game with the gameplay. It looked fast, it looked fun. But like I said, because I'm not a fan and invested in the series, I wasn't sat there really disappointed or too interested. So I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence with it.
Yeah, if you're not like a committed fan, it probably just looks like another open world, first-person shooter kind of thing. But I do like the classic kind of art style where they're not the art style per se and the texturing, but the way that they're throwing old notes and stuff at the original game, just trying to make it look like the second level of Halo 1.
Yeah, they've definitely gone for more of a Halo 1 vibe. I mean, it's kind of like back to the roots. to me, the gameplay looked like a mixture between like Halo 1 and Halo 3. They were trying to go for that, like, because to me, I think
I didn't get a lot of Halo 3 vibes.
Really?
Not much. Not much. No. Maybe okay, well, with I just thought, the design of the brutes and stuff a little bit. Yeah, just having them, that's the Halo 3 vibe I get.
Yeah, the character models were more like what you saw in 3. I think the environments themselves, the openness of the environments were clearly from 1. I mean, you know, that what they showed in that trailer could have easily been from 1, and there's very similar environments in 1 to that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I think that's fine. I just, I don't know if because this open world fatigue thing, I just don't know if I wanted Halo to go down this route. I don't know. I mean, we'll maybe it'll work well.
Yeah, we're all fans of actually linear games. Like, we like them. So to see one of the most linear game franchises ever go do all these checkpoints, go to this all these environments, and go look around and loot.
I just hope the story doesn't.
Does that worry you, Troy?
It doesn't worry me because from what I saw, the gunplay looks solid, looks absolutely solid, and all in all, I'm going to be there for the multiplayer in the long run. So everyone was kind of picking apart the campaign trailer. I'm sitting there like, all right, which of these parts are going to be in multiplayer? Are we getting all these brute guns in multiplayer? Will that grapple work the same way? Doubt it. Really doubt that'll be used for movement really at all in multiplayer. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't know, because the meat of what I'm going to be playing, they didn't show like we said they wouldn't. And I'm sitting there like, after watching it, I've like a hole in my heart where I'm like, I need to know more now because this didn't quite satisfy me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe that was a weird way of saying it, but
no, it makes sense.
I think my worry would be with the openness is I don't know if you two feel. I always feel when games go down this route of openness and you can do what you want, I always think the story suffers. Sometimes
happened with Mass Effect.
Yeah. Yeah. I always think like I just wanted a more direct story from Halo. But you know, I mean, I can't really say at this point because I mean it could be the best Halo story we've ever seen. Who knows? But I do worry when it's like, right, what was it like? Right, go and sort out the 3 gun emplacements and stuff like that. It's like
the AA guns.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that style of. It seemed a bit generic to me. That it was like that's a little bit generic, but we'll see. I mean, that was from halfway through the game. That footage.
Halfway through, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Apparently.
No, I didn't know.
So clearly things happened beforehand.
Confused about is the entire game going to be centered around this one ring, right? Because one of the main things about Halo is like going to different missions, and they're all very, very different. I feel like if this one ring, the biome or the environment looks just like the second level from Halo 2, are we going to get fatigued of that and want to go blow up a spaceship somewhere?
Yeah, that would be a little bit worrying. I think it is clearly, the whole game is clearly centered around that Halo ring. I mean, we know that even from the box art, you can see the rings visible there in the background. So yeah, we'll see. I guess I would like some more varied environments. I don't want it just to be like, because the thing about Halo 1 is, as revolutionary as that game was, a lot of the environments did get a bit samey.
Yeah, true.
Which is fine because it's a game from 2001. I mean,
yeah,
things have advanced.
Give it a pass. Yeah.
But I don't think in 2020 that's acceptable. 19 years on to just,
What if they have like some crazy weather system that'll just change, like cover the entire map in snow? I kind of doubt that because games really don't do like proper dynamic weather besides like, I don't know, Red Dead Redemption on Christmas when they make it snow.
Yeah.
But like to like, for a lot of people, it's remaking the entire map with a snow texture or whatever. So I think that ring will probably be divided up a little bit more, so the sections don't feel like just one big green same world.
Yeah.
I hope
possibly.
So.
Well, hopefully, yeah, because obviously you don't want people to be using that against you, and you want people to stay invested in the actual world that they're playing in, especially if it's an open world. I mean, if it's too samey in open world, I think people would switch off pretty quickly, even with it being Halo. But yeah, so overall, Sud, you're disappointed with Halo, and Troy, you're wanting more.
I'm optimistic, and I liked what I saw.
Yeah.
Gripes aside of the texturing and lighting is my only big problem.
Yeah. Well, that's a good start then. With you guys, obviously different directions.
Slightly different.
Hey, but at the end of the day, it's what I also seen online, and you guys are big Halo fans, so Yeah, not everyone's going to be pleased with what they've seen, but